You're watching Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Chase Sr., and we've talked about this plenty on the channel. It was only a matter of time before the Warriors were going to ink Steph Curry, their generational player, the greatest shooter of all time, the guy who has had more of a profound impact on the game of basketball, more so than anybody else, to a contract extension. What do you know? According to Adrian Wojnarowski, that contract extension has officially been made official. Woj sending out this tweet on Tuesday afternoon, day 2 of NBA free agency, saying, two-time MVP Steph Curry has agreed on a 4-year, $215 million contract extension with the Golden State Warriors, making him the first player in history to sign 2 career $200 million plus deals, his agent Jeff Alston of Octagon Basketball tells ESPN. Steph Curry is certainly deserving of this monster payday, and for him to land 2 $200+ million contracts, it speaks to the legend that Steph Curry is. I don't think there's any player that had a better NCAA tournament performance than Steph Curry had at Davidson, and that really set everything in motion because he was really able to establish this cultural following behind him. And he used that momentum to go to Golden State, and they picked him up in that first round. It was an absolute steal because several teams had really passed on Steph because they were worried about his ankles, him being too fragile. He's a one-dimensional player who can only shoot. What an investment this has been for the Warriors that has resulted in multiple NBA championships and one of the best, most influential players in the history of the league. Steph Curry has long expressed a desire to spend his entire career with the Golden State Warriors. And I still think he has more than 4 good years left, even though he's 33 years old right now. So who knows what happens the final couple of years of his contract. But for Warriors fans watching right now, all you care about is that Steph Curry is going to be locked up for many years to come. His career stats, still excellent. Not as good as what he put up last year, the best season of his career up to this point. But his career stats, just filthy. 24 points per game. This guy is such a good passer. I think he's underrated in that regard. His career field goal percentage, little less than 48%. And this guy has been making it rain going back to his high school days, going back to Davidson. Even more impressive given the extension of the three-point line at the NBA level. 43+% from distance throughout his NBA career, considering all of the volume there, absolutely ridiculous. We talk about what Steph Curry did last year. I thought in the second half of the season, he was, number 1, the most valuable player in the league. Number 2, the best player. And I think Steph Curry made the argument, and you can make the argument yourself, that Steph Curry should have won MVP. He took a mediocre team, put them on his back. Not only did he put up stupid numbers, but they won a lot of games coming down the stretch. And Steph Curry's year last year, the best year of his career from a statistical standpoint, which is really saying something. This guy is a multi-time All-Pro, multi-time All-Star. Nobody's had more of an impact on the game over the course of NBA history than Steph Curry, because you look at how pickup games are played now. You look at how people played pickup basketball when Steph Curry became more and more popular. Steph Curry changed the way that people thought about basketball. Growing up back in the day, if you chucked up a 30.3, your coach would bench your ass. Nowadays, it's like, okay, according to the analytics, that's somewhat of an efficient shot. Steph Curry is certainly deserving of this. Warriors fans have to be elated. And speaking of being elated, grade the Steph Curry contract extension right now. A, B, C, D, or F. Get those letter grades in down below and go back to school. Be the teacher. For me, it's an A, because I still think Steph Curry is one of the elite players in the NBA, and honestly, he's in my top 3. Here's the contract breakdown of what Steph Curry is going to be averaging in terms of an average annual value per year. 2022, 2023, that's when this contract kicks in, $48 million even. The year after that, it blossoms up to nearly $52 million. 2024, 2025, $55.7 million. And the final year of this monster contract extension, the second $200+ million contract extension in Steph Curry's career. Again, the first player to ever do that. It goes up to nearly $60 million. Now, of course, with Steph Curry being 33 years old, you do have to talk about the financial commitment late in that contract as he continues to get older late in his career. When you're paying a player that old nearly $50 million, that can be somewhat prohibitive in terms of constructing your roster. And why you've seen the Warriors be somewhat complacent in NBA free agency right now, more so going after some of these veteran players on the market, is because this is a top-heavy roster. You're paying Steph Curry the max, as well as Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. So at the back half of this deal, some concerns considering the ankle issues for Steph. But I think his game translates to him really growing into a good player as he gets older, because this guy is still going to be able to be a very efficient three-point shooter and a marksman from deep even when he is older. So do you think Steph Curry is going to end his career with the Warriors? Type Y for yes, type Y for yes, type N for no. Get those votes in the comment section right now, because this is a 4-year contract extension, so he's under team control for the next 5 seasons. Is he going to play into his 40s and defy father time like LeBron James or Tom Brady? Who knows? Will he end his career with the Warriors? Y for yes, N for no. This is why you should subscribe to Warriors Today by Chat Sports, because if Golden State ever makes a move of any type of significance, we're going to break it down here on the channel. Make sure you turn on those notifications, Therefore, anytime we do push out a video, you will be notified, just like we're pushing out this video right now about Steph Curry signing this contract extension, like the videos we've been pushing out about all of the Warriors' moves during NBA free agency and the NBA draft. YouTube.com/WarriorsTV. Subscribe right now and hit that red subscribe button if you're already watching on our Warriors channel. A lot of rumors about the Warriors' interest in Patty Mills over the last couple of weeks, especially yesterday and today on day 2 of NBA free agency. He is not going to go to the Dubs. He has signed a 2-year, $12 million contract to go from the San Antonio Spurs to the Brooklyn Nets. I was a huge fan of this prospective deal. I would have really liked it if I was Golden State. I just don't think Golden State was willing to fork over $6 million per year for Patty Mills. They just simply don't have that money. Who's going to be the secondary creator after Steph Curry? Could they look at the GLeague level? Could they look for a cheaper option in NBA free agency? They didn't draft a point guard option in the draft because they went with Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. Both of those guys figured to be playing on the wing and not at the point guard spot. So I would have liked Patty Mills going to the Dubs. They just didn't have the money in order to pay him. He would have been a good creator. He would have taken some load off of Steph Curry's shoulders offensively. Would have been a smart, savvy deal for a guy who already has a ring, bunch of playoff experience. He's played a lot internationally as well as in the United States in the playoffs in the NBA. Wasn't meant to be true. Name a free agent you want Golden State to sign, though. I think they have to be in the market of a point guard. I think that's a really important position of need for the Warriors to target. Get into the comment section right now. I'm challenging all of you. Name a free agent you want the Warriors to sign. I'm thinking of players like Andre Iguodala, Paul Millsap, players of that caliber.